Welcome to the Edge. Well, good old Nancy, she's pulled another finesse, and it went right over the heads of a lot of people a week ago, Saturday. What is the date today? This is a Saturday. I think it's the 16th, so it would have been 7 days in the 9th. I think October 9th, leading toward the election. She got up in front of national television and announced, oh, no, 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 no. If a president becomes incapacitated, the House person in charge, the leader of the Senate, and the president's vice president can decide on the competency of the president. Fox News thought she was saying when Biden becomes incompetent, that Harris and or whoever the vice president is at the time, if Biden wins a second term, that they will become the acting president. But I think she was saying that Mike Pence would become the acting president. And he would authorize the 15th Amendment, Section 4, that says that. If the president becomes unable, got the virus, oh, by golly. And they said that 21 days into the virus, if the antibodies fade on you, your antibodies have to kick in and act on their own, you can get very sick all over again. There's an uncertainty there. The other uncertainty is the next debate coming up in a few days on a Thursday with Biden. And the Republican Party and leadership thinks that Trump did a poor job in the first debate. People want to say he won, this, that, and the other thing, but the leadership doesn't think that. They really don't trust his ability in the debate to have a conversation the American people can swallow. I think it was about a week or so ago as well, where Mr. Trump got on, I think in Minnesota or somewhere, Michigan, and said, you suburban women, you can like me, please like me, because he's losing the suburban women's vote. And he's losing the suburban vote generally of women, some men, but mostly women. And that is his problem. But coming back to the scenario of being called an incompetent president, physically incapable, with the virus, etc., that's entirely possible, isn't it? Do you really trust that he's over the virus? Christie said it was a big mistake in his mind that he didn't wear a mask at the event that he feels he contracted his virus. But Donald Trump assured everybody that he won the battle. He's 20 years younger. It's all to the good. He probably tried to go in the bedroom with Melania, and she says, you got the virus. No, honey, I got all that it takes. And she says, I don't give a damn. You're not coming in here. Nonetheless, aside from that, they can call him incompetent. He's the sitting president, but not the acting president. But Mike Pence would become the acting president under the 15th Amendment and the fourth charter within it. And that's the rule. And Pelosi signaled, you guys ready to do that? We're on board with you. We don't want to fight whoever wins or loses to leave the office of the presidency, to hand over the reins of the presidency to the winning candidate. And that's going to come up. And the show I did prior to this is all about different ways that Trump could win the election. But the Republican Party and the leadership, when a senator from Nebraska stands up and says how bad this leadership is, and when the former chief of staff, Kelly, says, that was Ben Sasse, the senator from Nebraska, John Kelly said, this is the most incompetent, malinformed man I've ever known in my life. That was the chief of staff under Trump, John Kelly. And they're coming out all over the place, including Christie. All these different people are saying from leadership that Trump has gotten rid of and or kicked out. Everybody is saying what Pelosi was saying by saying what she said. They can decide he's incompetent. There's too much evidence that he is. Whether you agree or disagree, whether you like or dislike, that can happen. And if you go, here's a scenario, knock, knock on the door. Mr. President, we'd like to come into the Oval Office and talk to you about something. Oh, yes. What do you want to talk about, Mike? Well, I've got my mask on, if you notice. Yeah, why are you wearing your mask in the Oval Office? Is this safe in here? Well, Christie said it's not safe. You know, he thought it was safe, but he decided it's not safe. And McConnell, you're doing the same thing. You got a mask on too. Well, Mr. President, we decided you're kind of in a precarious circumstance. Well, what's that? Well, your health. And you kind of get overly angry in debate, and we're not sure we can trust you in these debates. This last one you're going to be doing shortly. We want you to let you know that if things go bad in the election, I'm not leaving. I'm not going to go. Do you understand that? No, Mr. President. Under the 15th Amendment, you may not have a choice. What the hell are you talking about? I don't have a choice. Well, 15 minutes says if you're incapacitated. I'm not incapacitated. What are you talking about? Well, it's not up for you to decide. If the doctors say you're incapacitated, you are. The doctors say I'm fine. What are you're telling me well, Mr. President, we're not deciding this at this moment. We just want to let you know that if you lose the election as sitting president, you don't go to jail if you're pardoned. And you can't pardon yourself, so Mike Pence is here to let you know he'll pardon you. He'll be the acting president under the 15th Amendment. He's going to pardon me? What the hell is this? He's not the president. No, under the 15th Amendment, he would be the acting president, not you. It doesn't matter if you aren't the acting president, sir, but you aren't in that situation. We're letting you know that this may be coming before you. Richard Nixon realized a similar situation, and when he had to leave the office, and he resigned willingly. You've indicated you will not. So since you said you won't do that, we maybe have no choice but to declare you incapacitated and remove you, or leave you there as sitting president, and Mike Pence will be the acting president. So if we lose the presidency in the election, Mike Pence will say, we accept the loss and we will step aside. You're not doing that. What's the matter with you? I'm not accepting this. All right, Mr. President, we just thought we'd let you know. We don't mean to upset you. We don't want the virus to react in you and have you get all red in the face like you were in the first debate and get upset. Please understand it, Mr. President. This is for your own good. If Mike pardons you from all the things that you're charged with in terms of a number of situations in the 23rd District of New York, and they've got all these charges waiting for you, Mike will pardon you, and we'll try to get you through this. I'm not in any problem. Nobody's running my show for me. Nobody's telling me what to do. I make the deals. I decide everything. Nobody but me. Get the hell out of here. Well, you see, folks, this is what it turns into. A man that won't accept his situation, even if it stares him in the face, by his own followers, his own membership of his party, leadership of his own party. They finally may have decided to do something like this. Interesting scenario, wouldn't you say? And Nancy Pelosi has set this in motion. Isn't that something? Oh, I forgot to tell you what he said. Oh, I won't tell you what he said when he found out Nancy. No, it was too much. When he found out Nancy's put this idea forward, he blew the top. He threw things at people as they left the Oval Office. That's the way things go. Well, it's nice talking to you. By the way, if you call in or contact the show through Facebook or anything like that, if you haven't listened to the commentary, please don't. If we demonstrate clearly you're not listening, it's all right for you to disagree. take a different position. But if you're not going to comment on the commentary, there's no point in coming on to Facebook. So we might end up deleting you. So please tell us why you disagree and what you think and why. Thank you so much for watching. I know lots of you are joining in, and we're seeing more and more people. We now have a Facebook page. I want to thank you very much. See you later. Adios, amigo. Goodbye, Mr. President. Thank you.